Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Jenny from the Chopping Block, Recipes for Success. And today I have the honor to introduce you to my dear friend, Alfonso. And we have so much to talk about, but I just want to introduce you to him. We were actually in a mastermind a couple of years ago together with Lorelai Mariano. I have to breathe because we were just getting pumped up from the music. And it was like her inner circle with Tony, the Tony community. And I feel like we learned so much together from the best. And most importantly, I just want to take a second to honor you because, I mean, to be honest with you, I was going through some real stuff during that time. And honestly, like I went from a Tony event straight to like almost living right next door to a hospital due to a dear one getting sick. And I found you guys and, you know, we developed this great relationship. We learned together. And I just want to say, like, you were always so sincerely sympathetic and just supportive. And that's rare, especially like someone you don't even know that well. And I just appreciate you so much. You were always very genuine and sweet. And I just want to ask you, like, you know, because now I've been in a bunch of masterminds. I'm actually still in Lorelai's mastermind, but I just want to know your opinion on, like, because I feel like there's something special about that, like peer-to-peer mentorship or, you know, just being in that tight-knit group where you just learn so much about each other and just develop that connection. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you feel about that?
Well, I love masterminds because you have to have like this kind of humility and an appreciation for what the other person has been through, and it's this awesome way of learning. Like if you get to value all the experience another person has, and you get to to value it, to try and get and mine all the gold nuggets out of it, and having people just wanting to share that with you and trying to help you and trying to together viewing at a problem, or just simply doing something together from all the different points of views. It's like ultra powerful. Like I love them. Like yeah.
I feel like our group was so special. Like just the people in it. I want to maybe try and recreate that magic because, you know, even just before we were getting pumped up, like that's what we would do before every call, and then just have these like amazing guest speakers come on and just like learn together and, you know, share our wins together. And it was just, I don't know, I think it really did wonders for my life. So I just want to, I love it.
Trying to find those the kind of people that are so open to sharing and so open to just goofing around in front of each other, and then just and then getting all serious and sentimental, and then you know, like that's tough. Like that's you can go to other places, and there's always this like I don't know, this social pressure of not like being a little bit tight, and that mastermind, I remember it was like I don't know, it was awesome. Kudos to Lorelai because it was great, and I'm sure it still is.
Oh yeah, definitely, it's amazing. We're actually partnered up, so we're going to be running it together.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Really
Great.
Excited.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you because I feel like you have so much knowledge to share, and you know you've had such great success in your life, and I just want to ask you because it's been like such an interest of mine, the marketing world, and I'm very new to it, but I just feel like, you know, we talked a little bit before the call about some of your experiences with it, but I just wanted to know a little bit more about like how you got introduced to it. I know you started with your system engineering, but what got you into your love for marketing?
I studied to be a systems engineer. Then I went, I worked on that, and I got a job, and I worked for about a year and a half. Then somebody offered me a business to get into. Then I went to all the entrepreneur business. Uh, uh, the first business was a bakery, and in the bakery, I just it took me a short time to realize, a short couple of years to realize that it was not the business I wanted to be in. It was a business that was doing well and everything, but it's not the business I wanted to be in. I was able to get it running so that I wouldn't have to spend so much time in it, and in a way, and I started to find what else could I do?
Mhm.
What was the thing that I could do? And you know, I went to some self development and some self exploring and trying to find what I'm good at, and then I got into marketing. I found uh, I found I bumped into Jay Abraham stuff,
Oh
and
my God.
yeah, I know, yeah,
I love him so much.
yeah. I I,
I, I get
I
so
don't.
excited when I hear his name, like no matter every time. He's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I know. There's a lot of people that don't know him, and man, he's awesome. Like, yeah, he works on a whole other level, and and a lot of that. And hearing all the things about marketing made a lot of sense to me, especially since owning a business, and then a way to find new opportunities, value things that other people didn't see or couldn't appreciate about a business, and it led me to opening a second bakery. Then it led me to opening another business, and then it just getting into that made me start getting into other things. Then as people saw how I was growing, how I was managing the marketing side of the business, people started to ask me for advice, ask me for how could they do. How could they manage their things? How could they get that kind of popularity
Success.
around their brands?
Yeah.
And that's how I got here.
Beautiful. So
Yeah,
so how did you so you said you learned from Jay, but
yeah.
like what was like the main success part of like marketing through those businesses? Like what is there anything you could offer to like the audience and I like about like what the main thing was in that success?
Okay. First thing, the moment that all made sense to me was when I was going through all of the materials and all the Jay's content and some other people's content, and I was listening to a bunch of people in those days, and it made a lot of sense to me because I've always had this sense like uh, this nature sense, like everything has a place to go, everything's a cycle, everything has their little spot in this world, and services companies and the way people serve and the way people provide things also has that. So uh, I don't know if I'm getting like a little
No,
off
no,
topic
no,
here,
no.
but when you go through Jay's stuff, you realize that he tries to, and you should all try to like find that place where you're meant, find the place where your product helps the most, where your service helps the most, who needs you the most, is going to appreciate you the most, and who benefits the most out of what you have, and how do you go there and do the best you can do. So and that and see that in itself, it's like a great success. Like if you can do that, like man, you're where you need to be, you're where you have to be, you're doing what you need to do, and then you realize, like, okay, if this is what I'm meant to do, this
Oh yeah.
if this is what I'm meant to do, why I'm not doing it in the biggest way I can.
That's huge.
Yeah, yeah,
Love that
that's
one.
yeah. So, and I don't know if Jay touches on it, but you have this, like, you have this responsibility with people to let them know what you can do for them. Because if you don't, like, you're letting everyone else, like, miss out. You're hiding your gift. You're hiding what you can do. You're hiding the benefit you can bring to the world, and that's not. And I think that's not what anyone wants.
Absolutely. Wow. I just want to ask you because like I've been in hospitality my whole life.
Okay.
And I just want to ask you because it's like all I've known. I've dabbled, I have my degree in health science and I was an EMT and I was a nurse and this and that, but it's like assistant nurse. But I was like thinking like what interests you to start up the bakery initially? Like how did that dream come alive?
Well, it's not that I this bakery was already running, and my mom, single mom, always well, not a single mom, they divorced. My parents divorced, and and uh, and she set up a bakery. She had to do something to get us through school and through everything, and she set up a bakery, and she had a bakery for a long time, and this was a business I knew how it worked, I knew what you needed to do, I knew some of the things. I wasn't actually the one, doing the baking, uh, but either way, it's well, sometimes I did have to do it, but either way, I knew how everything worked. I knew it, and so when I got offered this business, and I actually just looked at it very financially, and it was like, okay, I'm making this much at this job I have, and this business they're offering me, I can make double, like, right now. I can double my income right now. So, and I took it. I actually moved from my hometown to go and buy this bakery and operate it and be there. And well, and then it all just uh, dominoed from there. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, but that's what happened, because since it's not what I wanted, even though it helped, even though it was business, it's not what I
You're good
wanted.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I could. It's a simple business if you get the team right, and you get and it's if you get the right hands to do it, you have the right recipes, and you have the right things, and it all in order. You can really automate it. I was a systems engineer, and you have processes should work so that something comes along in the same way every time. So uh, I could organize that, and if you
Beautiful.
have good people executing, that's all you need.
Love it. And I wanted to before we talk about your consulting and things that you've dived into after that, can we just talk about how did you get introduced to Tony?
I think I got introduced to Tony probably from it was either Jay or I was listening in those years, and still do, to Lewis House. You've heard of Lewis
Oh, I
House?
love Lewis House.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
and and I was listening to Lewis, and Lewis interviewed Tony, and Lewis interviewed Jay. And I think that's how I met Jay, how I got to Jay, because I heard his interview with
Oh, wow.
Lewis. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people talk about Tony, and I really I was, you know a little bit skeptical at first, like, yeah, like everyone, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
the whole.
I only planned to go for 2 days out of the seminar. Little did I know. I like quit my job day 3 and I was jumping and dancing. Haven't looked back since.
Yeah, I know, and it's I went at I think first time I went to this Lewis House. I met Lewis House at a Summit of Greatness event, and I went to that about a couple of years ago. Yeah, probably a year before I went to Tony's. Uh, and then I heard this, but I was hearing a lot about UPW, being from a lot of people, like on the interviews and on the podcast and everything. I was hearing a lot of UPW changed my life, UPW changed my life, and just one of those hit me like, okay, what's the bus about? Let's go. Let's go to this UPW. And I attended UPW in LA. I don't know. I think it was 2 years ago now, or
Yeah.
3.
Time flies. My God.
Yeah, yeah,
2 years. Yeah.
yeah. 2 years. March 2 years ago. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, and it was awesome. And it was I was going there thinking I was going to find one thing, and then you go, you know how it is. And
Mm-hmm.
you think you go for one thing, and yeah, I'm gonna come out here and fix my business, and I'm gonna be like super focused, and I'm gonna, all the things you expect you're gonna fix. And then you go there and you realize, okay, I have all this that I have to to
Yeah.
get in
Most
order.
important stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
Beautiful. So thank you for sharing that. And I want to talk about your global consulting and like what that means to you and what you do in that space.
Well, like we were talking before, like, okay, we try to find for my clients, we try to find a way uh, to get them to the place where they're most valued, where they're most needed, where they can help the most, where they can probably you know do the best with what they're good at. Right now, we have you know we have clients like Colombia that want to sell clothing in the U.S. and we do we do brands, we do protein, we do things that health related, and I try to pick clients that really gonna make not only a difference, but that they have good intentions with their clients. Not just let's try to sell this and try to sell that, because that's at least, I don't know, it's not, it doesn't go with everything that I know that has worked. You have to have this good intention, this serving intention, this. So the first thing we do for people is try to figure out what this intention is, what the purpose of business is. You probably heard Tony say, like, what business are you in,
Oh my
right?
God. Yeah. I just accrued business mastery a couple of weeks ago. And what business are you really in?
Yeah, what business are you really in? That's the thing.
Yeah.
What business are you really in? And that's the thing. And if you go through it and you say, okay, so what's the purpose of your business? The purpose is not making money. Okay, so who are you serving? What do you serve? Who are you trying to help? What difference are you trying to make? And because if you have that panned out, if you're really clear on that, that helps you make all the decisions. Because now you know what decisions you should be making to really help you get to that goal. Okay, if you're trying to help either this kind of customer or that kind of client, and yeah, then what are you really are you really doing the things you need to do, and are decisions you're taking really the ones you should be taking? There's a lot of people that focus on innovating on how they do things inside the business, and not how they are serving outside the
Mhm.
business. So it's we get a more client. We do a lot more client-based businesses, like client focused businesses. They just uh, figure out what the client needs and what do they need, where are they, and how can we help more. And it's not, I mean, and it's still a business. It's not a hobby. Like, you need to make money. Okay, so
Mhm.
like you have to have like great cost structures and great. You have to know where the money's going to be at and how you're going to get it. But you still put a lot of intention into it.
That's the foundation of it
Yeah.
beforehand is, what problem can I solve? How could I serve?
Yeah, and am I doing it the best way I can? Am I doing it for the most people that I can do it? And how can I do it a lot more?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, so can we talk about like what maybe like your favorite example of like a global consultant that you have that you learned the most from, or that had like the best intention, or that desire to serve?
Ooh, you know, I've met a lot of people that get in their own way. That's. I know that's not the question, but what what I have learned and what I've seen, it's a lot of people who get in their own way, and people that just that that need to get this need to get money out of the equation, because money just needs to be like, you have to have like this abundant mindset where, okay, I'm
Mm.
gonna help all these people, and the money is
If
gonna
I'm
come.
doing the right thing, it will come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean because I don't know, money is just math. Okay, money
I
is
would say
just
money
math.
is just energy, but
No,
what do you what do you mean
I,
by money's just math?
yeah, I mean for business to be profitable, okay, you just have to, like, with your personal finances, you just need to and take in more than you that than what goes out. It's just simple math. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, it's only that. Okay, you can't spend more of what you than what you earn, because then it's not a business. Okay, it's simple math. So money is not the problem. Okay, problem is, okay, how many people am I serving? How many people am I gonna help today? How many people are gonna get to know what I can do for them today? How many people am I? Yeah, and that's when the real money comes in. Yeah, because like I said, it's probably, yes, probably energy. It's like a consequence of everything. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, mine is only money is only a result of letting you know that you're doing things the right way. Yeah.
Beautiful. And can you tell me maybe like a key point in sales, like something that you learned? Because we talked a little bit earlier about how sales are like, without sales, like you don't have a business.
Yeah.
And like, although I'm really interested in marketing and I love marketing, it's like I need to master that sales part of um, it as well.
The thing is, okay, sales. Okay, for me, sales, it's just the transaction. Okay, it's only the transaction. It's people giving you the money. Okay, but marketing is everything. Marketing is how the person sees you. Okay, you're gonna make the sale through the marketing you have. You're gonna get the sale through the way the people, the client, prospect you're sitting in front of is perceives you. Okay, So you have to work to have for them or for you to be like to bring great trust to the equation. Okay, if you want to go, there's this book, and it's called The Speed of Trust by Stephen M. Covey. And
Never heard of it.
okay, Stephen M. Covey is the son of Stephen Covey, uh, who's the author of The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People.
Mhm.
Okay, so you know that guy. Then his son made this book on the speed of trust.
Cool.
And he says, okay, so this one's okay. Here's the tip for your marketing and your sales and everything. He says that trust. Okay, so trust equals sales. People who trust you are going to buy from you. Okay, and
Love it.
trust is made up of two factors. Okay, and this it's character and competence. Okay, character is made up of your intentions and your values. Okay,
This is
what
amazing. Thank you.
yeah, what what intentions do you have with your customer? Okay, what intentions do you have with your client? Are you expressing those intentions with them? Okay, so first you have to set those intentions. What do you want to do for them, with them, and are you going to be good for them, or are you just trying to sell to them? Or so first you have to set those intentions, and then you have to show competence. Competence is how competent are you of doing what you say you're going to do. What backs you up? Is it your studies? Is it your experience? Is it other customers? Is it other things you've done? Is it what backs you up?
Love that.
So if you put up a message that, or if you're messaging, what you're sending out to the world is those two things. Like, okay, you have good intentions with the people you want to serve, and then you have like, and then you can say, and I'm really good at what I do, and I'm not the only one that says it, and this kind of things. And then you build high trust, or you build trust even faster. So you get these things, and there's an example that in the book that to make the point. It's okay if you need a heart, an open heart operation, open heart surgery, uh, and your mom wants to do it. Okay, I know she wants to. I know she loves me. She doesn't want me to die, but she's not competent to do it.
Got
And then
it.
if the doctor, okay, if the doctor's your worst enemy, like,
Oh my God. Scary.
yeah, he's the best doctor, but he's your worst. So so then you have to have both. You have to be able to trust the doctor, and you have to be able to know that he's done this before. You wouldn't want someone like, okay, it's a good doctor, but it's the first time he's going to do this. Yeah. So that's kind of what happens with your day to day. Like, so because when you're a business, you have to meet new people every day. You have to meet new clients every day, and how are you building that trust? Uh, well, you have to take all of this down to a practical level, to more pragmatic. Like, okay, what's the copy we're using? What's all the ads we're putting out, and what are they helpful for, what not?
Okay, I know, like I love sales. I love the way you describe sales, and like I'm obsessed with trust equals sales. Like that's going on a post-it note, it's going on my computer forever. But I still want to get back to marketing for a second. What's your favorite part of marketing?
Uh,
Sorry, I'm annoying. I just love it.
no. You know what I like? I like getting people's attention. I love getting people's attention, and I'm an empath. I
Mm.
get I like putting myself in other people's shoes, getting to know
Beautiful.
why they choose what they do, what they how why how are they seeing me, how are they perceiving me, what's happening in their world that makes them react or do the things they do. Because a lot of people don't take all of this in account and don't and, and can't get a clear picture. You find a lot of people like, I don't know why they're not choosing me, and if you don't know where the other person's coming from, you can't get that relation or that rapport, that trust built. You have to know what they're uh, where they're coming from, and that's what I like. I like putting myself in the client's shoes and seeing all the options they have, right? And Jay makes an excellent point. A lot of people don't take in account that makes that for the people in the health business, their strongest competitor, it's not other people, it's not other nutritionists, it's not gym, it's not the pills, it's not the Weight Watchers, every, it's not everybody else. Their greatest competitor is a couch. And when you realize that, if you can't make somebody leave the couch, you can't make somebody like really take action, then
Mm,
what are you doing? Yeah,
that's great insight.
yeah, like yeah,
And
that's
speaking of putting yourself in other people's shoes, tell me everything about your new business venture. It's shoes,
uh,
right?
yeah, it is shoes. Yeah, that's it. Uh, well, everybody's going through a pandemic, and there's a lot of places where well, stores have closed, and all the stores have all this inventory, and some of them have been able to do their online sales. Some of them already had some online sales, just went a little bit deeper. Some are not just used to doing the online sales thing, especially smaller brands. Well, here in Mexico, smaller brands have a lot of problems with that. And they used to go through distributors and physical stores, and so uh, so we're making an option, or we're trying to help them by making a discount shoe store
Beautiful.
online. Yeah,
Can we get it here in America or no?
uh, you probably will. I'm just not yet. We're doing only like Mexican brands, and that they're awesome because there's a lot of like great brands, like really really nice shoes,
Cool.
with some of them have like handmade details, and some of them have yeah
I
no they're
want some.
yeah and they're like and they're gonna be like we also want them. We know like we're taking into account a lot of things. Like, okay, the manufacturers need a place like to get rid of all their inventory,
Mm-hmm.
right? And consumers, they're going to be going through a recession. The whole country or the whole world is going to be like in recession mode for a year or two or something. So uh, we want to offer like them a way to get the manufacturers a way to get rid of their inventory, and the consumers a way to keep finding great things at great price so they can keep their way of living.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to match. I think everybody wins. We're just trying to be the ones that connect them and that serve them and be able to help them all out. So doing that and doing that for everybody. That's the thing. We're doing only Mexican brands, and it's focused only on national shipping for now because we're just going to roll out the web page, and we're just like getting into contracts with the manufacturers, and it's gonna be awesome.
On e-commerce, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, purely e-commerce. Yeah.
Beautiful. So I know you've been coaching me in business for the past 35 minutes. But can you tell everybody a little bit more about your coaching? And I feel like you should do like a master class or something. There's so much knowledge.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I do. I used to do some in person classes and coachings. I have. I actually I didn't tell you. I think I haven't told you this, but I have this. I have this. I don't know how to say it in English. This diplomado. It's the university is making this special course. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say, right?
Yeah, actually, this university is it's a university in Texas. It's called University of the Incarnate Word. It's like the second largest university in Texas, and second or third, I don't know. It's really big, and they have a campus near my city here in Mexico.
Cool.
And so with them, we're doing this course. It's a 6 month course of business strategy and business growth, uh, online sales, and everything you need to do to grow your business. It's awesome, and it's in Spanish. So if anyone of people want to get more info, sure, I'll tell them where to go for the universities. We're doing that with them, and
is that offered to every? Is it like
yeah,
universal?
it's open to everyone. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's open to
Okay,
everyone.
cool.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's open to everyone, and it's not that it's really not expensive. It's about, I don't know, it's a 6 months every Saturday kind of thing, and for about 4 hours, 5 hours every Saturday, and it's it's under $800, or it's probably $800. Yeah, so it's not
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's Mexico prices, so you know, yeah, and that's nice. We also have, well, I do group coaching. I do have a group coaching that's starting up now. I have a couple of people that have asked me, and I do group coaching. I do one-on-ones. Also, I do one-on-one consulting. By project, by the hour. I don't know. We do it in any way. Some people come with small problems. Some people come with big problems. We've done some great work. We have some great results with people about increasing their sales, and having them grow the business, grow their audience, grow their customers, grow and 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 grow their income. Like, it's all the first thing you learn. It's when you're in this, or when you're exposed to Jay, is like
Every time you
the
say his name, I get excited. I want to put my suit coat on. A J. Abraham suit coat.
yeah,
Got it in
shiny.
Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, the first thing you gotta know is if you want to, if you, yeah, he's classiest. So yeah, but the first thing you need to know is, like, for the business to grow, you have to keep your clients. You have to grow your client base, and if you're losing them, or not keeping track of them, or not knowing where they're going, or even if you're not,
The follow up.
yeah, not the follow up's everything, but not only that, but you have to have a constant offer. What else are you going to do for them through time, right? Because if it's only a thing you do once, you're not that's not business you can grow. You're not depending on yourself to do. So a lot of businesses here in Mexico still, and a lot of places around the world, don't have a clear way of getting in touch with their clients. Don't have a clear way of tracking their clients, knowing if they're still buying, if they're not buying. They don't even realize that a client's stopped buying from them until it's probably too late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's uh, that's what you need to do. Like, do it a relationship type business. Like, okay, you're in a relationship with your client, and you need to know where they're at. You need to know if they're coming, if they're not coming, if what's happening with them. And the more personally you can do it, that's awesome. I know it's not, it's a systems engineer. I know it's not that sustainable, but it could be. You just have to put in the effort to do it, you
Mm.
know. And you know a lot of people that probably talk a lot about this. I mean, you go to, if you talk to, like, I know you like Gary Vee.
Poor guy.
Hey,
I love Gary. Sorry, thank
yeah,
you.
but what does Gary say? He goes, okay, you have to answer to each and every one of the comments you get.
Oh my God, yeah.
You have to answer, because that's what you have to do. You have to
Genuinely,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to the people you're serving.
He
You
says
have.
his employees are his most important thing, and then it goes to his audience or consumer.
If you hear, if you hear what
Because
Jay
without
says,
that, you don't have anything.
if you hear what Jay says, and there goes Jay again. If you go, Jay says, like, you have three customers, you have three clients, people who work for you, your suppliers, or everyone who you pay, other people you pay, all your suppliers, and your clients. So, and if you get this, and then if you cross everything we talked about, like, okay, so what's your intention with the people that work for you? What should they be able to do? How are you going to help them? Then
They would have to
that
be in line with the mission. Yeah.
that's yeah.
It's not
So
going to fulfill them.
yeah. So you have to have purpose with them. Then do you have a purpose with your suppliers, or the people that do business with you? Business
Mm,
is business, the people you
it's so
buy from.
exciting.
Yeah, and then do you have then you have a purpose also with your client, and then you start, like you have all this phases you have to do, and then if you want to add a fourth one, then that I would add, it's okay. And then how are you serving the whole world? What are you doing with
Oh my
for
God.
everyone? Yeah. So
Beautiful.
what's going to be the impact that you're going to do, that how that's going to make all better?
Beautiful. So I know we talked about marketing, we talked about sales, we talked about self-development, we talked about the power of a mastermind. I want to dive back deeper into, how we're talking about clients, and I know that you're a master networker, and a lot of people say, like, your network is your net worth. And I reframe that a little bit to say, like, your self-worth is your net worth. But what do you think about networking, and how has that benefited your life? And can you give us any tips or tools on that?
Okay, so this is very related to my mastermind approach. Okay, so you have to appreciate the people that's in front of you. You don't know who the people in front of you, what they've been through, what they've gone through, the experiences they have, the value they have, all the knowledge they have. If you're able to just pay attention and you know appreciate all the things they know, all the things they've been through, all the things they can teach you, or they can warn you, or they can share with you, then your network is your net worth. You
Hmm.
have to be able to appreciate all that, right? So and I've seen a lot. I've been in some referral organizations, because the best some of the best ways to get new clients and new customers is through referrals and networking. It just helps you a lot with that. Uh, and when especially you start building this trust we talked about, and everything. So you build a trust with your network, and you add value to them. And I see this. I want to talk to you about an experience. I was in this group, which was this BNI group. BNI is an organization that's all over the world. Some of you probably heard of it. Some of you won't. Don't worry. And in this group, I was leading this group, and I was the leader of the group. I was they have a board, and I was the president of the board, and I started adding like a ton of value, trying to help everyone to make their experience there like awesome, and it worked. And I did it in all the ways you can imagine. I mean, we we did. I started playing. This was an all serious like business kind of meeting, and I started. But, yeah, but I can't do that. So I started getting people hyped with music at the beginning of the
Woo!
meeting, and
Yeah, you're the
like
best
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. Trying to do that thing, stir it up a little, but getting everyone to know a lot better, and I added, I tried and I did, I added value to them. But then I came to a check about 6 months in, and I did like, okay, how has this helped my business? And it was that good. And I realized this is not that good. Why is it? I'm going to touch a couple of concepts, and you're going to love it. But okay, uh, why is this not good? And why is it not that good? And I realized, like, imagine like this big cloud of water was above me. I have been filling up that cloud with water a lot. All the value, everyone was appreciative of me. I mean, I got probably in a year, I got the most breakfast and yeah, lunches bought for me that I've ever had in the whole world. Yeah, because
Whoa.
and I'm not saying that's that, but you can realize like there was a
People
lot of
just wanted to
people.
show their
Yeah,
love,
yeah,
the
yeah.
appreciation.
The problem is I wasn't giving them a way to do it.
Interesting.
There was no way to me to get all the water out of the cloud. You know, I hadn't set a clear way for it to come to me the way that I wanted. So when I learned, like, okay, I pictured it like this. Imagine a big balloon of water, and you have to open a hose or get in your straw to pour some of it out. So what's the way that you're letting your network know how to help you? You may have a great network. You may have a great, awesome way of people around you that appreciate you. But if you don't have this way of it coming back to you, that's where a lot of people like, okay, no, that's where a lot of the what's in it for me people kind of get stuck. Yeah, because they don't see that you actually build this amazing energy of people who wanted to give back to you. They want to give something to you, and if you're not clear with it, that that's where it fails. Getting a little bit full buck here, but and oh, and I just remembered. So
That's amazing. Thank you.
I was listening to, I think it was the podcast. I don't remember the name of the podcast. They talked about this study done by uh, I don't know by which university. I really don't remember all the details, but they put four groups of people to make a straw tower. They gave everyone 20 straws and marshmallow. The only thing they had to do was the marshmallow had to go on top of the tower, and they had to build the tallest tower they could. And the four groups were normal workers, managers, people with an MBA, CEOs, and there was a fifth group. They were kindergarten children. You heard
Cute.
about?
No, I love this though.
Okay. So,
I have a feeling I know who won.
okay. So they go, and actually the order goes as I think you figured. Yeah. The normal workers, they were last. Then came the managers, then the ones the MBA, then the CEOs. But in first place, the tallest building, the tallest structure was by the kindergarten, the kindergartners. And that is, and what they came out, or what they said about it was, okay, the thing with the kindergartners is that they didn't have they didn't need a social structure. Sorry about the dog.
Oh, all good.
They,
My dog's
they,
been barking all day.
they didn't need a social structure. They were in a safe place where nothing was going to break. They made a bunch of tries and it fell down. A bunch of tries and it fell down. A bunch of tries and it fell down. The MBAs, the CEOs, they all started. They all pitched ideas. They all organized, and somebody chose to be the leader, and who was going to be the leader of the team, and who was going. They made all this sense out of, and some of them had an idea, but didn't put out the idea of fear of the other people judging the idea they were giving. And the people that were in the safe spot, like they tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and different things and different ideas, and they were doing everything they could.
And they probably had the most fun.
And that's it. But you know what? Look at it this way. That social pressure, social structure, social, I don't know, like uh, that being part of this group made them not get the best result. And when you're in that, I've seen that happen a lot for people that need help and them asking for help. They don't want to be seen as if they need help. They don't want to be seen as if I don't know, they're on a lower hierarchy or something like that. They and but if you rid yourself of all of that, I can assure you, like there's a person right now in your network. If you pull out a piece of paper, write down all the people you know, I'm sure you have somebody there that can help you with what you need or what you're struggling with or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
And
Hands down.
yeah, and there's a lot of people that don't do it, and it's pride and it's social pressure, or it's just how the Tony says it, like all the ideas and limitations you have in your own head.
Limiting beliefs, yeah.
Yeah, your limiting beliefs. That's it.
I miss Tony. I get to see him in a couple of weeks virtually.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Well, that is something I'll carry with me forever. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that story and that example. That was amazing. Thank you. And I wanted to dive in now to a couple of fun things that I'm just interested about with you. Can you please tell me how you developed this great love for the Green Bay Packers?
Well, you know, I think I got it. I started playing football. Old, I mean, not old. I started playing football when I was about, I don't know, 14. I got into a little league football, junior league football, and I loved it. I love the contact. I'm a contact sport kind of guy. I love. I'm very physical. Even
I just thought about the
yeah.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm very physical. I express myself very physically. So I love the contact sport and the team where I played at. They have the same colors as the Green Bay Packers,
Oh,
and
cool.
and I was just like uh, getting to know each time more and more and more, and I
What was
like them.
your team name?
It's called Avispones. It's
Avispones.
Avispones, yeah, Hornets.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's nice
Like
and
Charlotte.
yeah, kind of Charlotte. But and so and when I get to I get to watch the Green Bay Packers games, I see Brett Favre. Okay,
Love it.
and I've always had this, I don't know, this thing like you can do anything kind of feeling. If you're in the right mind, if you're in the right position, if you're in your
Absolutely.
right state, you can do anything.
Hmm.
And when you watched him play, you can see that was happening.
He's kind
Like,
of hot.
yeah.
Yeah, I see
Okay, yeah,
that.
yeah. So he was, yeah, he could do that. He could actually do that. Like there were games like you could see him play like a game where he's not that motivated and it was a crappy game. But then you'd see games like okay he's all out. Like
In
okay
the
he's on
zone.
fire. Yeah, he's in
Mhm.
the zone. He's on fire. There's no way you're gonna stop that guy. And that was like amazing. And I love the sport. I love the league because I think and this is just my view from the outside. From I don't like soccer because I think I don't like soccer and I don't like politics, but it's because I think the players don't do everything they can. So, but when I see football, I see a bunch of guys like going out there with doing their best.
Tons of heart. Yeah.
Yeah, with tons of heart. That's right. So because you can't go out there and fight and get hit and if you're not putting all your heart in it.
Hmm.
So uh, so that's what I like about it, and I've been a Packer ever since, and
Cool.
yeah.
Beautiful. So I have a couple of questions I ask everybody on the show for different platforms, and I'm really curious to what your favorite food and or recipe is.
Ooh, favorite food and or recipe. Ah, food. I think it's always it always depends on the mood I'm in, but favorite.
Like if it was
Oh,
your birthday and somebody said, "I'm going to cook you this food," what would it be?
okay. I have this. Okay, I have this. I probably there's no way that there's something called tacos rosarito. Okay,
Tacos
so
rosarito.
okay, and this is lobster taco with on a flour tortilla with rice and black beans in it, lobster
White rice or
and
yellow rice?
white rice,
Okay.
beans, lobster, flour tortilla, and some and a special sauce.
I know. What's the sauce?
Oh, it has avocado also in it, and I mean,
Oh my God, sounds so good.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
What's the
so that
sauce? Do you know? Is it
no,
like a pink sauce? Like, what does it look like?
yeah, kind of, yeah, I think it's kind
Like
of
creamy?
pink, creamy pink
Okay, cool.
sauce.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yay! I'm gonna try to
yeah,
create that. Thank you.
yeah. You can probably find them online. Yeah,
Done it.
yeah.
Beautiful. And my next question is, if you could be a superhero and have a superpower, what would that be and why?
If I could be a superhero and have superpower. Okay. My superpower would have to be, I don't know, I've always dreamt of flying.
Yay.
Yeah, I've always dreamt of it, and it seems so cool. And yeah, sure.
Beautiful. Okay. And then I wanted to ask you, we didn't touch upon your love for fitness and the marathons that you've ran and the one that you're training for now. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired that for you?
I got inspired by it. I don't know. I've seen. I started running. I was like overweight, like really overweight. Like I'm short. I don't know. I'm 1.7 meters. I don't know how many feet that is, but I'm short. I'm kind of short, and I weigh about. I used to weigh about over 200 pounds, like way over, like over 200 pounds, and I started running, and I started getting myself into fitness, and uh, my mom used to run marathons,
Oh.
and then I said, okay, let's try to do
Can we
that.
just honor her for a second? What's her name? Because I feel like she's like amazing. I don't know her, but
Oh, Leticia.
Leticia, beautiful.
Yeah.
So she used to run marathons too.
Yeah, sure. And that's where I got the idea from. Like, okay, I can do it also. Like, what else? Sure. And then so I started running, and I've always I was brought up like very conscious of my body, like okay, in a very healthy or healthish family, like we like my mom was always like, eat your vegetables, this is good for you, this is not good for you, this can build your muscle, this you have to, like, very healthy kind of way.
Conscious.
Yeah, very conscious and healthy kind of way. Like, your body is a miracle, your body is the best thing you'll ever have, and you have to take care of it, and you have to put in uh, good things into it so it works good. So that helps. I mean, I don't know why it is like such a novelty that you have to wash your hands for not to get COVID. Like, okay, like, but but yeah, in my family we used to wash our hands like before that. So
We were always clean.
yeah, before the yeah
We didn't need inspiration.
yeah, so yeah, like you can't eat. So when we are all animal lovers and nature lovers, and we get to know this, like, how things work, how germs and things get on everybody and everything. So yeah, you need to wash your hands. You need to be careful with where you leave your food, and how do you take care of it, and and all this clean things. But so when all this comes, and you find people that are getting sick, that are not that healthy in mood, and it all makes a lot of sense to me, because I mean that's how I've been brought up. So getting the exercise and getting fit and trying to get fit. I'm not that fit anywhere right now, but keeping a conscious idea of it's always helped.
Beautiful. I just want to be respectful for your time, but I have one more question.
Sure.
So I wanted to kind of check in with you and see how you've been through this unique, point in history, whatever you want to call it, COVID-19. And I know we talked a little bit yesterday about, like different viewpoints, and I loved what you had to say. But I want to ask if there's anything that maybe was challenging through this time that you work through, that can inspire the audience, or if there's anything else you want to add that's on your heart.
Uh, you know, that's it. Like I think we talked about it a second ago. Like it's you have to get all the wrong ideas or your limiting beliefs out of your head, because either you're having a great time or you're having a lousy time, or you're having trouble in this pandemic or you're not having trouble in it. There's always someone that can help. You can blame the pandemic, and you can blame everything you want to blame. You can blame the I don't know, the way you did you see the debate last night?
Yeah.
Oh wow, those guys went at it like
I didn't see it. Like before I left work, everybody was talking about it, and it's funny. I go to work and I get all the info because I don't watch the news. I
yeah.
don't watch TV. So when I go to work, it's like my people fill me in, you know. And then when I came home, you know, my mom's very political, and I overheard some of it, and I got the gist of it. Let me tell you, I know I could kind of see how it went down.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I didn't watch it, but I know it went down.
yeah, I went. I. The only thing, I mean, the only thing is for me, like when it ended, you went like, okay, that's what we want. You want somebody's child, or you want children to think, okay, I want to be president of the United States, and
Yeah.
that's the manners they're gonna have when they're
Yeah.
addressing to
I don't
everyone. Like
understand
that.
that. I thought the same exact thing. This is the example.
Okay. Yeah, like
It must
that's
be so high, and I'm sending both of them love, but it must be so high, you know, so charged up feelings and a lot of passion and whatever is going on, but like, come on.
yeah.
Show each other some more respect, regardless. This is not
Yeah.
an example. This is
That's
not how
not
we
an.
should treat each other.
That's right.
It shouldn't be.
It should be. That's right. That's what I mean. If that's those are supposed to be the most educated people in the world, you know, or probably just they should be, or that's what you
This
expect
is who
them
we're
to
putting our trust into
be.
to lead
Yeah,
us, you know,
yeah.
for our futures.
So man, that was something, and I got off the point right here. Totally.
I saw your post this morning. I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was. I think it was Billie Jean marketing or something. Somebody.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, but yeah, and but what we were saying is
Just
before.
like anything during COVID that,
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
I know you have a client
yeah.
that is a
But
doctor and you have a lot of insight on this topic. And
yeah, sure. So the thing is, well, yeah, I have a client that's a doctor, and he tries to, and he's helping a lot of people. People just got to be really, really careful, because we haven't taken care of our bodies the way we need to. There's a lot of people that have this, that get diabetes, all the sugar intake we have, all and there's a lot of all the foods that turn to sugar, like all the bread, all the wheat, a lot of grains and stuff. And all of
don't
this
lie
is,
for me.
yeah, I know, and but all of this, it really affects everyone, and
It's
I
a
don't,
drug.
I mean, I'm gonna be 40 next year, and I've already had probably 3 friends that have died in their sleep, and what was wrong with them? Nobody knows. It's nothing. It just happened. It was a heart attack. It was something clogged up, and that's it. You have a lot of people that are not diagnosed with this. Either it's not diabetes, it's the metabolic syndrome, and a lot of things that affect your body, and they go undiagnosed, and then comes corona with the that also does all the vessels swelling and
The symptoms.
yeah, it's one of the symptoms, the vessel swelling, and it just worsens everyone up. So that's why these people are the most affected, because they already have this precondition that makes corona a lot more deadly. So yeah, everybody has to take care of themselves, take care of what they're doing on their food. Yeah, especially their food, their intake, what they're putting into their bodies. And I'm not going like go all organic. I don't mind if you don't, but take care of sugar and carbs. Like those are gonna kill more people than I don't know.
I agree with you, and thank you for sharing that insight.
Yeah, and yeah,
I appreciate you so much.
me too.
So thank you so much for coming on the show. Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Yeah, I think we covered about everything.
Covered a lot. All right. I just want to thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I hope you found as much value in this interview as I did. And I will see you guys later. Love you so much. Thank you, Alfonso.
See ya. Bye.
Ciao. Hi, Hassan.